Hello everyone, welcome to a new video, a new plenty video. It is me, Desiree. I just saw myself in the viewfinder there, and with the way the light's coming in and my eyeliner and my hair, I feel like I look like a witch. But you know what? Maybe it fits into the theme of the video because I am going to be just sharing some plants I'm throwing away. I'm wearing a shirt that says Plant Mom on it, but I'm going to be sharing some plants that I was not a very good plant mom to, and you know what, some of these plants just died on their own. I didn't do anything to them. But I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 plants to show you that I'm throwing away. Just plants that died, plants that didn't do well, and there's a couple that just don't bring me joy anymore. First one is this. I actually don't know what this is. It is some sort of succulent. I got this at the store for $1. It was on clearance. And it did well for a long time. With succulents, this lighting looks crazy. With succulents, I find like you overwater them one time, like water it one time too early and that's it. It's over with. The plant is gonna die. There's nothing you can do. And I feel like that's what happened with this, but I thought I had waited long enough to water it because it was very like wrinkled and really like squishy, and I don't know. But obviously I overwatered it or something. Luckily it was only $1, but still. I still feel bad, but yeah, he's not doing much and he is gonna go in the garbage. The next one, I'm not sure if I want to get rid of this one yet. This is my sensitive plant, and I did show this in another video, and I know it looks really crazy and like full of sticks and barely there leaves, but it's still growing new leaves. It's just sitting on the countertop, like on the corner, getting some nice light. But I think it's finally time to just let him go. Let him, you know, go to the great beyond, wherever plants go. And I'll definitely buy another one because this one is just so cute. It's one of those plants you touch it and the leaves close up. And it was just really fun to have a nice little cute plant. And it gave me a lot of love. I feel like it still has some love to give. So this one I might keep, but I think it's time. I think I'm just going to let it go. The next two are these two African violets. I was doing so good with this African violet. It was so full. The leaves were really sturdy. The stems were really sturdy. It was just a really pretty plant. And I think I featured it in another video. And I would just water it when it felt a little bit limp, and it was doing very well. It perked right back up and was doing good. And then one day it looked like this. And I was like, oh crap, I waited too long to water it, and it never perked back up. It just stayed really wilted like this. And I was like, oh, I don't know, because it wasn't dying or anything, but now some of the leaves are like turning crispy. I'm just gonna let it go. It doesn't do much for me anymore. And then this little mini one, this used to be a variegated African violet. All of the very beautiful variegated leaves eventually just died. Same with this one. I just find like these little tiny plants. I have a few other tiny plants like this that I'm fine with, but sometimes these little plants, they dry out a lot quicker than I realize, and I kind of forget about them. So this poor little thing never stood a chance, but he was doing good for a long time. I don't know what happened, just dropping soil everywhere. Ooh, this next one. Okay. This used to be an anthurium. This used to be an antherium superbum. I found this at Lowe's. It was so cool looking. I'll try to find a picture of like a real good looking one and put it right here. But the leaves used to stand straight up tall like this, and they looked like a piece of romaine lettuce. Like 5 tall pieces of romaine, like a leaf of lettuce. It was so cool and cute, and I swear to God, within 10 days, this is what it looked like. Like, I'm not even joking. The leaves started turning black right away one day, and it was standing straight up. And then one day, all the leaves fell over, and then that's it. And I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you take it back? Well, let me tell you, it came with the cutest pot. The cutest pot I've ever seen, and I don't know. I didn't want to take it back and then go, well, where's the pot at? I don't know if they would have even noticed the pot was missing, but I don't know. I kept it for the pot, and yeah, the plant died immediately. I don't know what happened to it. This has actually been sitting off in the other room, just waiting to be taken outside to the dumpster, and I keep forgetting to do it, so I thought I'd share it in this video. But yeah, he's a goner. The next one is this. This was a parlor palm. Yeah, put this one in a bottom shelf that I completely forgot about, and every time I'd see it, I'm like, oh crap, I need to water that thing. This is also one that my cat loved to nibble on. Like, he chomped off a bunch of the stems here. I don't know, Parlor Palm, it looks really cool when it's full, but I always forget that I have it. This is my second one. I did the exact same thing with, I kept forgetting about it. It got dried up. The cat kept eating it. Don't think I'll buy another one, you know, just gonna toss it. Fun to have while it's full and beautiful, but I don't know, I just keep forgetting about it. All right, this next one is a succulent, and you can see this succulent is not doing well. I bought this because it's in a very nice pot with a drainage hole, and it was 3 of them for $10 at Lowe's. They were like clearancing them out, and you had to buy 3 of them. And so I picked them up just for the pots, and one of the succulents died immediately. One of them is doing really well, and then this one is doing this kind of thing where it's looking clear. You can see the leaves are really mushy. And to me, that seems like it's been overwatered, but I have literally never watered these. They were very wet when I got them, so I think maybe they were already overwatered and they were just eventually going to die. But I bought them for the pots anyway, but now that this one is just like on his way out. So this one I'm just gonna toss, you know, it's a really nice pot. That's really what I bought it for anyway, but the succulents were nice while they lasted. I had them 2 on my kitchen table with like another plant in the middle, and it was really cute. So I'll find something else to put in here, but for now, gonna let this one go. The next one is one that I actually forgot to show you before I took it out of the pot. I was just gonna throw the whole plant away. This is my pearls and jade pothos. Yes, this is all that is left of it. 4 leaves. I did mention this in another video where I have had one of these before. I don't know what it is about this plant. People left me tons of comments on my video though, and I was asking like, how do you take care of this? A lot of people were saying it was inconsistent watering, or I was watering too much, watering too little, too much light. You know, it's a lot of trial and error with plants, like what works for you might not work for everybody else. And this plant, I never figured out. No matter what I did, it would always just die. Like this leaf here even is getting that little brown spot on it. And I don't know, I was just gonna throw the whole plant away because the rest of the plant was completely dead. But this one vine had 4 really good leaves on it. So I just took it out, I stuck it in this little cup with some water, and I'm just gonna let it live in the water. If it grows, it grows. Like it looks like it's doing something here in the end. So we'll see if it continues thriving in the water, and I'll just keep it in here forever, maybe put in some moss, but I don't think I would ever put this in soil again because for me, it just doesn't do much. But yeah, I decided just to keep this little piece. I was gonna throw the whole thing away, but why not try? Why not try to, you know, have a pearls and jade that looks good? All right, the last one. All right, this is the last one. Can you even tell what this is? What did this used to be? Tell me what it used to be. A poinsettia, you guessed correctly. I got this, of course, during Thanksgiving time, Christmas, I think maybe Christmas time actually. They had them at Lowe's, you know, when they bring in those big old racks of big, full, fresh plants. I bought 2, one like traditional one with the big red leaves, and then this one was like really pretty compact red flowers, and I had never seen one like this. I was determined, I was like, you know what? I am gonna keep that growing all year. And somehow my grandma kept hers growing beautiful for a long time. I was actually there the other day and I forgot to ask her what happened to it. But I'm assuming it just eventually, you know, not gonna last forever. But it is growing like new leaves and puts out new little things just to give me a little bit of hope. Like, don't throw me away yet. I'm still growing. I got love to give. But like, see how it grew, like these new leaves right here, but the flowers and everything aren't doing well. It just sits in my living room and it looks horrible sitting there like this on top of a table. So gonna throw this one out to, I don't know, I would probably buy another poinsettia just as like a holiday decor and keep it for as long as I can. I wouldn't throw it out just after the holidays. But, you know, I don't know. If you have been able to keep a poinsettia all year round, what is your secret? What are you doing? Because I don't think a lot of people really know how to do it because I've never heard of it happening. But yeah, that is it. Let me know some plants you've thrown away recently. I would love to know. I always feel a little bad throwing it away because I'm like, oh, I didn't buy that with the intention to throw it away eventually. But sometimes some plants just don't make it. Like this one here, I feel like this one must have already been on his way out when I bought it, although it looked perfect when I purchased it. But sometimes you just get a bad plant, like one that isn't, you know, the healthiest, but you didn't really notice when you bought it. And sometimes, you know what, you just don't know the care of the plant. Like pearls and jade, I don't think I'll ever figure it out. But yeah, that is it. Let me know some plants you got rid of recently. I would love to know. If you have any of these plants I'm throwing away, let me know your care tips so I don't make the same mistakes next time. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.